Hello. I'm officially live streaming right now. Hey, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao. Ni hao, ni hao, ni hao. I'm officially live streaming. I just want to make sure you know that. And, yeah. Enjoy the live stream. So I'm going to begin the live stream by talking about the peaceful protest that happened in Capitol Hill. Because it's just, they are oppressed, peaceful protesters, and the way that they're being treated is just so insane. These are peaceful protesters. These are peaceful protests. They're just trying to survive. It's just so sad. Join. And let us join and let us talk about what we're going to do, and just we need to know, we need to show people what peaceful protests can do. Lol. Damn, today was very calm, am I right? Oh yeah, those peaceful protesters got attacked. They got brutally attacked by the government. These peaceful protesters, they got brutally attacked when going into the Capitol Hill. I say we start a movement and bring them all to every city. Yeah. Occupy Capitol Hill. No. Redneck lives matter. That's what we... Oh shit, I said it too loud maybe. But yeah. I may fully support Trump, but this was ridiculous. They were literally right-wing BLM. My theory is they were Democrats trying to attack it, disguised as Republicans. Don't you agree? Like, don't you, doesn't at least a small part of you agree? They were Democrats? Doesn't an weensy, tiny bit agree? They basically made Trump's chances of winning go from, yeah. Why don't you agree? I want to know. They could be Democrats. I'm inviting Fritz. But yeah, they could be Democrats, Republicans, anyone. Oh, I'm inviting Tahi as well. But yeah, they could be anyone. I'm thinking I'm considering that in this live stream, we could talk about the Keyville campaign, because the Keyville campaign, that's something that I've been wanting to do for a long while, but I just haven't yet. Crispy Fritz. Hey. Hi, Crispy. Hi, Fritz. We need another MLK Jr. Instead of focusing on Rays. They should focus on riots and how destructive they are. Yeah, yes, especially what's that one? The peaceful protests that happened on Capitol Hill tonight. Well, today. Those peaceful protests. Oh my God. If I was Fox News, I would just pull that shit. I would just declare them to be peaceful protesters. They were peaceful protesters occupying Capitol Hill. Martin Luther Coppell Jr. Yes, we need Coppell. Yeah, how Stover... I mean, man, you didn't... I don't think you expected Coppell. This is literally EOC playing out. Yeah. Remember we burnt down the White House? I'm considering producing a server that's very similar to EOC, but not EOC. Basically, server starts in 2010. Reason why I say 2010 is because we can't go too crazy with it. We can start at 2010. You know, we will have the nations of 2010. Maybe not 2010. I'm thinking maybe 2015, 2016, 2017. Something like that. And could be set in the Wolvers. Could be set in real life. Could be set in... Maybe I might do one set in real life. I know I had one... Nice. Yeah. I might set one up. I think that the first part of the live stream could be the setting up of a new role-playing server. How would you like that? Despite the riots, I hope Trump wins tonight, even if it may seem impossible. Biden as president wouldn't really work out well. I personally think that those people in the Capitol Hill were Democrats trying their damnedest to make sure Trump doesn't get elected. You know, first of all, I fucking hate Trump. Don't say I like Trump, because I don't. I think that Donald Trump is terrible. I think he's an asshole. I think he is a shill. He's a false populist. That's what he is. He is a phony. Okay? Okay. By the way, what should we call the roleplay server? I did make a server known as World of Empires a long time ago, but I don't think that World of Empires would work out well. Reason why World of Empires wouldn't work out well is because World of Empires, most nations are either monarchies, etc. I honestly agree with Julius from Crispy Fritz. Yeah. Like, you don't think that it's a coincidence that those protests were Democrats trying to get rid of, that those riots that happened at Capitol Hill happened exactly the same time as that day? Enemies and alliances. You can make a logo. By the way, did you guys hear about the time I roasted a bully today? You guys heard about the time I roasted a bully? They literally destroyed the White House. Like, what the fuck? I mean, okay. But yeah, I did go back at a bully. You know what happened to the bully? So, last semester, a couple pricks in Among Us would routinely bully me. I could handle it. I just didn't like it. And I was just too tired at the end. Well, not tired, but just too annoyed at the end of the day to care and all that. Honestly, though, I only like a select few politicians. 90% of them are lying fucks. Yes, I agree. Then why do you like democracy? Well, then why do people like democracy? That's a better term. Because I don't know your political beliefs, but why do people like democracy? I personally don't. I think that the majority of people are too stupid. You know, last semester in English class, we played Among Us. These fucks kept voting me as the imposter. Because they fucking, hated me. Or something. I don't know why. But they never voted the actual imposter. They hated me. Because I wanted decency. They hated me because I was creative. They hated me because I was unique. I'm authoritarian, that's all I know, honestly. To me, I just think that the common person should not have too much of a say, because you'll get something like modern America in 2020. This, my friends, is the end result of democracy. But yes, I'm officially starting my own roleplay server. It starts in 2017. I'm an imperial monarchist that leans capitalist. But yeah, here is my the server that I'm going to develop. I don't really like communism and shit, but I'll support Bothism all the way. Okay. I mean, with me. Here's my current political belief. You ready? You ready to hear the intricacies and amazingness of my current political belief system? Here it is, folks. Fuck everybody. Fuck everybody. And I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about the Dr. Terminator show. I'm not talking about Neoski. I'm not talking about anyone on here in this live stream. But the rest of them, I don't trust. Yeah, understandable. You know, my school. Just no. But yeah, my school. You just. Oh my God. My school. We are dumb. You know, most people in the world are too dumb to run a country, much less run a political system. You know, much less, you know, long live Coppel. I fully agree with that. Coppel 2020. Arthur Coppel is so based he isn't even real. Yeah, most of those people that are... Okay, yeah. Here. Yeah, I just made a role-playing server. And I think that this one, we are going to be creating the world of the role-play server. Again, this is the world of 2020. So I'm going to find a modern world map. You know, one of you guys, you know, find a map of the world of 2020. Not 2020, 2016. The reason why I say 2016 or maybe a 5, a key number, you know, not key number, you know, 2015. The reason why I say 2015 is because is because people in 2015 have said that this year has been such a terrible year at the end of 2015. They said the same at the end of 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, and finally now in 2020. You know, imagine how bad 2021 is going to be. You know? Imagine how bad 2021 is going to be. What about 2022? I might be the US and URP. I'm going to be America. I'm going to be the U.S. I might not. I could be Telenvar or Voshena or something like that. I might make it the Wolvers. Maybe independent Volkadian state from the Koreans. Not Volkadian. Voshenarese state. Custom nations are allowed, but they have to be formed for specific reasons. So something like, and they should have lore, history, etc. So something like, and they would have to be formed soon. They would have to be formed for specific reasons. Through stories, they should have lore, history, stuff like that. Pliberistan is going to be tolerated, but everyone knew the 2000th century was going to suck when shit like 9/11, Columbine, and SJWs happened. Yeah, good point. But at the same time, we think the 21st century is going to suck. Oh, man. I am going to say this to Fritz and Yoski. One, don't make your country too overpowered. There's a limit here with what we're talking about. Whoa. But yeah. Whoa from Fritz. What he was saying is that there was a... But yeah, So, I generally, when I roleplay, I don't give a flying fuck about what your nation's GDP is. No, you cannot be the Finno-Nigerian Empire. But yeah, I do not give a flying fuck about what a nation's GDP is. I don't care and I don't give a shit. I don't give a flying fuck about how many troops your nation has. I just need to know, is your military good, meh, or shit? If you're small, if you're a tiny country, maybe your economy could be good, or maybe you could be under a newly found expansionist regime, but your military is going to be mad as shit. If you're a gigantic nation, maybe your economy is going to be mad as shit. If you're the United States, yeah. So I don't give a flying fuck about GDP. All I care about is that the role play is a good narrative going on. Period. Will things like choice and consequence exist in this role play? Absolutely. Although it would generally be enforced by role players. But if your nation is pretty much a villain nation, don't expect to win the final fight. If your nation's a hero, you can somewhat be, you still have the chance of ending up as self-righteous. Organizations can exist, but they would have to have a political impact. Don't be a pizza company. But yeah, nation template. I'm already beginning to create the template. I might be either Mexico or Germany. Okay. I think I'm going to be I think I'm going to be the United States. Yeah, I'm going to be the U.S., but I'm going to play the true spirit of Trump, of what Trump intended to do from the beginning of the game. You know, I'm going to do the true spirit of what Trump Yes, condom companies are not allowed. Nation name. Well, so I'm going to show you. If I choose something like Germany, I'm going to sexy troops to Chemgotla. Yeah, you know, that's the point of my roleplay, though. I don't give a flying fuck if your GDP is $1 or $1 trillion. Or $500 trillion. I'm going to, you know, I don't give a shit. I just want you to create a good narrative. Three, narrative. That is what I care about. Unironic Nazbol. Wow. Unironic Nazbol. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just telling you, I'm warning you that I will be caring about your narrative. I should be Mexico and name my leader Agujero de Polla. Okay, that was a good one. But I don't want YouTube censoring me. I mean, I did go onto the live stream knowing that YouTube will censor me. Yeah, I mean, I'm a monarchical, Republican, democratic, totalitarian, liberal conservative, 100% honest, no lie. But yeah, you know, what I care about in this roleplay is that your nation, I don't care about the most realistic military movement. I don't care about the most realistic nation. I care about the best nation, you know, the most story-driven nation. And I want to see what happens when we take, you know, a current government, current setting, current world we're being given. That's going to place a few problems against myself. And keep in mind, in this roleplay, custom nations are allowed. You can be a custom nation. What you cannot be, however, is a be a custom nation. What you cannot be is a No. No, Nazbol, no. You have to start with a real nation and then explain. Could be a national YouTubist France. But yeah, all I care about is this. Is your country a good nation to roleplay with? Is your country a nice nation? Is your country going to cause victory? Now, is your nation going to create a good story? If so, glad. Accept it. France or Romania. You have all the time in the world. Roleplay is not going to start until, let's say, Friday. Give me someone other than... Oh. I'm already the United States. Thing is this. Just show. And by the way, 3 narrative crucial citizens. You just have to promise to me that you will make a good country, and I'll take the rest. Burgerland. I mean, hey. No, I just mean, you can build your nation. France or Romania. I mean, thing is this. Just keep in mind, you're role-playing in 2015. So invading foreign nations should have strong implications to the rest of the world. The United Nations will be clear, and they will be a force to be reckoned with. Like they are in our world. They'll be like they are in our world. They'll essentially, your nation can be ostracized from the international community. If you invade other countries outright, you'll be an enemy. You'll be seen as a violator of international security. You could be compared to Hitler, the Nazis, all that shit. NATO doesn't care. But yeah. And guess what? Consequences do apply realistically. Not necessarily realistically, but somewhat realistically. If a war crime is found, the international community can say something. NATO doesn't care. Yeah, that's true. I mean, thing is this. Just the nation starts out as the nation is in our timeline. You will be able to make it different. You will be able to make it different. So it's not like you can, one day in the real world will be around either 6 months or 4 months in the roleplay. So yeah, your nation will have to start as somewhat realistic. Your nation will have to start as the current day nation. France is in a democracy. In France is a Emperor Senor Hitler II. No. Nation cannot be a shitpost nation. I've played a shitpost nation before. Granted, I fully fucking regret it. I think it was stupid, it was idiotic, and I shouldn't have played it. But yeah, this roleplay will take, we will consider the narrative implications your nation has and its existence. Say you can play as Islamic, as a Muslim nation. You know, and, you know, yeah. Nation's template, nation submission. You know, this nation, you cannot be the most... Senor Hitler is a democratic leader who believes in freedom. Yeah, okay. Lol. Yeah, not lol. I fucking hate that term.
Eu fiquei conhecendo o Leonardo, ouvi falar pela primeira vez no seu nome, após 20 e tantos anos.
Wait, really? Wait.
Combatendo o crime no meu estado, por ocasião daquela fuga bem sucedida lá na Bahia, por ocasião daquela tentativa de sequestro, as duas fugas que ele empreendeu, que logrou ludibriar a polícia goiana, ele contou com o fator sorte. Aqui na Polícia Civil, os caras...
How did Hitler Mussolini end up in Brazil, though? You'd expect him to end up in, like, Italy, in Germany, you know, maybe in Japan, maybe in Argentina. How the fuck did he end up in Brazil? He's going to Brazil, man. Yeah, you know, how? How did he end up in Brazil, of all places? In Brazil. But yeah, I'm just here. So we're going to take a look at now that pretty much the role play is done. Well, the discussion about the role play is done. I am going to announce a discussion about Kivul, the Republic of Kivul. We will be playing as the Republic of Kivul because it's Stellaris. I'm going to need to build some lore for it, etc. So the origins of Kivul began. Kivul began during the time when there were several... Portuguese sounds like drunk Slavic Spanish. Oh, I agree. But when it comes to the roleplay, when it comes to Kivul, Vashino Kivul, you know, the Republic of Kivul, how it will function, what your role will be. So in this role, you will be playing as a significant political movement within the Republic of Kivul, not as an individual politician. We just don't have enough people. But you will be playing as a significant political movement. I'm not going to start the Kivul live stream now. I might start it tomorrow. But yeah, we will continue, say, with the United States of, you know, with Kivul, every member will be playing as a significant political movement. You know, you can create a democratic movement. You can play as a militarist movement. You can play as a fascist or authoritarian or democratic, religious, materialist, etc. movement. You can play as any of these movements, but if you play in this movement, if in this movement you can be democratic, you can be totalitarian, my favorite EU leader was Joseph Stalin. Wow. I will be playing as the United States, but guess what? You can end up playing as a different country. My favorite EU leader is nobody. EU shit. Yeah, I'm not going to say the word cringe. I just hate it for pop culture reasons. And just because it's just a stupid phrase. Oh, correction, stupid when not used correctly. But yeah, we will be playing, say in nation submission, we will be playing as political movements, as important advisors to the president. And if we take a look at what the president believes in, Adolf Hitler versus Donald Trump versus Benito Mussolini is a fight I'd for sure watch. Oh yeah, me too. Although Athovarin Shliachons. Stop. But even then, Stovarin al Yakons. Stovarin became now Stovarin al Yakons. Sto. Kinston Wirch. Doidald Tjatsmir. Tjatsmir. I think I might make Tjatsmir. Something like a Slavic character. Tjatsmir Lupotkin. Ranklin, Roosevelt, Bo Jiden, Vladimir Putin. Oh, and by the way, I made a rap battle between Donald Trump and Erdogan. Oh yeah, this is Donald Trump versus Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Here's this. Hello, this is Donald Trump, about to do a hiya chap and a stirrup up towards the Turkish Muslim and Joe Biden. About to country the country and destroy Biden. I led the great campaign making Mexico fail. I conquered China, but you're only an adult male. I built Trump Towers, they were my greatest accomplishment. You turned something into a mosque with no acknowledgement. I called an Armenian close by, but I didn't hear a response. He blames all this on you, asks why I'm rapping Erdogan. I thought that you were leading an Islamic renaissance, but don't mind me, I'll call Missouri as Roman. Armenia, Pongpinya, Chongqing, and Russia. Your country's just as worthless and as antique as Prussia. You helped Turkey build a mosque, but I beat China. Now my next stop is Carolina. See you later. Bye. What were you doing insulting me? I was just eating deep-fried curds. You're there caging Mexicans. You're a dick, in other words. Now I've come to run for President of the United States to save their wonderful people from great disgrace. Now the first thing I'll do is turn Washington into a gigantic mosque. Then I'll take all the Byzantine fanboys and put them in a gigantic box. Who would want to vote for you but an Armenian plot? Being all wishy-washy with Kurds and with Greeks. What not? Armenian genocide? Huh, what is that? I guess it's better than a Republican or a Democrat. I'll invade Kurdistan, support Azerbaijan. Be a great conqueror, better than Genghis Khan. Whilst you go back to your Trump Tower to find all your employees are Muslim. They'll be voting for me, doesn't that cut some? I'll be laughing my ass off at the end of the election. For my mosque of Hagia Sophia will not lead to misdirection. Erdogan, I think that you're not telling me. It's not like you think that Kurds are for eating. You think it's fun to have them deep fried, but to basic human rights you cannot abide. Supporting Xi Jinping's plan of domination, turning Washington D.C. into your mosque station, crying Allahu Akbar at every site. You make the Muslims cry and the Christians shite. You put out an arrest warrant for apostate prophet. You sell weapons to Pakistan to make a profit. You attack Armenia because you think it's fun. Convert Turkey to Muslim, you have begun. Allahu Akbar is your call. When you criticize my wall, I'll get Mexico to pay for it all. When you turn the Turkish people into your thralls, you'll make deals with Pakistan and China. For Turks to destroy you, it's now time to save the world from your aggression. It's time to make Turkey give us a cession. If you think my country is bad, let's check how you handled the pandemic. You allowed a single racist shooting to turn into an epidemic. You allowed rioters to take over the streets. From racists on both sides, you got the receipts. You believe the Armenians and the stupid Athenians and the falsified genocide. You believe in your victory will be the benedictory as your country is becoming alright. From my minarets and mosques, I pray to Allah as I listen to Italy's cantatas. The whole world is ending. David Wood's bending. Depression is never ending. I cry to the world from Istanbul to Beijing because the times are changing. Vote for Biden or Trump. Both of them are a dump. It's time for a life change. Allah, China, Turkey, election way, election day. Who won? Who's next? You decide. Wait, did Erdogan actually put an arrest warrant on apostate prophet? Thing is this, I actually don't know what Erdogan did. Like, if Erdogan directly did it. But I know that apostate prophet has an arrest warrant out for him in Turkey. And I know he hates Turkey. Here's one I did between Tato Romeo and Gene Stoddard. Stop speaking in symbols, you Japanese freak. I'll cut down you and your nationalist clique. Oh shit. Hang on. I will be back. I'll be back. But yeah, I'm back. Well, not fully. I'm just gonna say, yeah. I'm giving you my opinion on, well, I have to. Yeah, and if you do not know who Gene Stockard and Tato Romeo are, I know that they are less known figures. Newski knows about them. Well, Dr. Terminator Show knows about them if he's still here. So Gene Stoddard is the mayor of Omaha. Okay? She's a fucking racist, ignorant asshole that is just munition for the Democrats. If the Democrats just saw her, like one time, they would just, they would be able to discredit the entire Republican Party. Because based on the logic, nobody would want to vote for the party of Gene Stoddard. Except the most ignorant idiots the world could possibly ever know. Oh, thoughts on republicanism? Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck republicanism. and fuck the American kind, fuck the kind in foreign countries. All republicanism means is that it is republic. A republic, to me, is a very standard name. Thoughts on? Thoughts on pitbull bans? Yeah, I can see why they ban them. I think that's justified. But yeah, I'm an American. I don't believe in democracy. No, I've seen too many stupid people. Stupid people that think they're smart. That aren't. Thoughts on pitbull bans? I mean, they're justified. Republicanism should just be eliminated. Both the American kind and the foreign standard kind. I guess the only place in which it's okay to put it in would be Spain. Spain is tolerable. Spain's republicanism. The Spanish Republicans are actually fine. Americans, not so much. Pitbull bans are justified. So, what should we do with the live stream? I've ran out of ideas. Well, what should we do with the live stream? Should we... end the live stream? The chat's beginning to die, and I'm fine if we do that, because we can work on the roleplay server, we can all still be on chat. I will go to bed at some time around 10, and only reason is just I'm at a specific place, the hot shops and all that, and blah 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 blah. I will wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow I will go from thoughts on Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton is shit. I will wake up tomorrow. I will, of course, do the school shit this semester. Keep in mind that the semester that I'm in right now is a lot more challenging and engaging subjects. That, including law, criminal law, French, math, which, by the way, I suck at math. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, math. Previous semester engaged in subjects I was good at, but now we're engaging with subjects that I'm bad at. I'm worse at. So, honestly, if last semester had math, I think that would be a more perfect balance of information. Well, maybe. But hey, we're in this semester. We're in a new semester. Semester is a lot more tough. We're going to have a lot more challenging classes. I'm about to start third semester in a few weeks. I'm already in third semester right now. Semester generally should be I'm going to call it quarter, but I'm going to say semester. I'm going to call it semester right now. And semester, of course, meaning half of the year, because half of the year, every year I have core classes and what they call core classes and what they call exploratory classes. Exploratory classes are classes that you don't need to do. Sort of. They're classes that change every quarter. They include subjects like writing, not writing, but they include subjects like art, music, etc., astronomy maybe, different types of sciences, all that. Those are exploratory classes. Then the next set of classes I have are core classes. Core classes I have 2 exploratories and 2 cores. Cores change once a year. Exploratories change 4 times a year. Yeah, oof. But yeah, so core classes begin once a year. Exploratories begin twice a year. And keep in mind, my school will Du bist Frankreich. Yes, I'm in French. Right now the classes I'm in are a lot more engaging, but they need a lot more support. They need a lot more time spent studying and all that stuff. Time spent doing homework, time spent, etc. Of course, with math, we're going to have homework every day. 2020 was my favorite year because one of the good things about 2020 was I never had a math class. Let me just tell you, I do not like math. I want to get the shit over with. I'm going to try my best to learn, to study, to get a good grade, to get that shit. But once summer arrives, I'm going to be glad that math class is done. But yeah, in 2020 was a great year for me. I understand for everybody else it sucked. But for me, it was a great year. I'm very grateful. That was a great year. But 2021, shit's going on. Is this my sophomore year? No, this is my junior year. Next year I will be a senior. Again, I'm 16. I'm turning 17 on March 13th. Yes, March 13th. The day of the quarantine. Yay! So yeah, we are going to be, by summer, we're going to party. But for now, we're just going to be doing whatever the fuck we need to do before the summer and, stuff like that. And so for now, I have math class. It's a new year. It's a more challenging year for me, at least in school. I'm not going to live stream as often. I'm not going to be, as much as I love to be in, say, a chat with Neoski or stuff like that, not going to be in it as often. Which, of course, is completely understandable. There's schoolwork that I need to get done and that I'm going to get done. And I will get done. Okay? math class will occur tomorrow. Well, tomorrow and on Friday. Friday, I'm having a huge celebration. Saturday and Sunday, of course, we're going to be partying. I go back to Mom's house on Sunday. I don't want that. No. Oh, no, I don't want that shit. But I guess. You know. Sunday, we're going to be enjoying a little bit. Yeah, I'm a junior in high school. So guess what? I'll be senior next year. Guess what? We're going to hang out and make a great year. We're going to have a great time. And guess what? Livestream may be there tomorrow. Livestream may be there tomorrow. On Saturday, will it be there? Most likely. Sunday? Yeah. Monday? Yeah. Well, on Friday, it will be there. I will live stream on Friday. Fact. That's a fact. I will live stream on Friday. On Saturday, I will. Everyone sucks at math. Oh my fucking god, I'd be a shit classmate then. I'd be a shit classmate for you to have, because guess what? I suck at math. You get good at it with practice, yeah. And I'm gonna be having practice. I'm not good at it at all, and I don't like it. I think that math, certain subjects I like to have a discussion over, I like to talk with. There are better answers, maybe, but there's no right and wrong answer. Anyways, folks, I'm going to end the live stream officially. Now that you know my plan for the next couple weeks, well, really for the rest of the year, basically. Now that you know my plan for the rest of the year, I'm official, and my thoughts on the year 2020 in general. I'm going to officially end the live stream, and I'm going to say, this is Julius Caesar getting stabbed by Brutus.